Why do some emails go into the spam folder? It's a big problem for marketers looking to communicate with their audience via email. How do we avoid emails going into the spam folder so they can have a chance of being read? Email service providers are constantly updating their spam filters in a bid to rid our inboxes from unwanted emails. Now, it's good news for consumers. However, these filters don't always get it right, and legitimate emails can get labelled as spam. This is bad news for marketers. Well, first, let's look at the main reasons why emails get labelled as junk. Then we can look at how to improve the delivery rates of your emails. So why emails get labelled as spam by email service providers? A few different reasons. 1. Spam trigger words. Certain words in the subject line of your email can give spam filters reason to believe that your email deserves to be relegated to the spam folder. Now, this list is extensive, but include words like free, discount, dear friend, and believe it or not, this is not spam. For a full list of spam trigger words, search for HubSpot's list of spam trigger words on Google. High image to text ratio. The overuse of image or using one big image as your entire email could potentially be harming your open rates. Your IP address is blacklisted. This can happen if your IP has been used for spam emails in the past. Now, it doesn't necessarily have to be associated with you, but it could be another person on the same IP address. So it's worth checking who shares your IP address just to see how many websites are hosted on there, and potentially sharing the same email server as you. Excessive capitalization or punctuation, because, well, it just looks spammy, doesn't it? Maybe you're sending an email to yourself. Bear with me here. If you're testing an email before sending it, and you send it to the email address that the email will be coming from, it looks a little bit suspicious. So it will likely end up in your junk folder. So if you're sending an email back to yourself. Even if your email gets past the spam filter and into the inbox, there's a real risk that your recipients will then delete the email or mark it as spam themselves. This action will be noted and can affect the delivery of future emails from the same source, so it's more bad news for marketers. So why would your recipients mark your emails as spam? Could be that the from name is not familiar. If you receive an email from an unknown company or person, you're more likely to be suspicious about its contents and wonder where they got your email address from in the first place. If your recipients don't recognise who your email is from, they may just mark it as spam. Long time no see, similar to the above, but when you start emailing a very old list. Perhaps you have customer data dating back several years and haven't been in contact with them in that time. A sudden email out of the blue can cause an increase in emails being marked as spam. Misleading subject lines. Ever open an email to discover that what they promised in the subject line wasn't actually what they delivered in the email? It might seem like clever marketing to get your email opened, but you can end up annoying your audience and giving them a bad impression of your business. Too frequent emails. We've all signed up for an email newsletter or given our email address when signing up for a webinar, course or free download, only to be bombarded with emails day after day. Whilst your audience may be opted in legitimately, they may view your incessant messages as spam and report them as such. So how to avoid your emails being marked as spam? Avoid using the spam trigger words in your subject line. Where possible, it's easier said than done. Make sure your key messages are in text format rather than embedded in images. Check your IP address, make sure that you're not blacklisted. Use capitalization only where necessary and avoid excessive punctuation. And ensure your from name represents the same company or individual the recipients subscribe to. If you haven't emailed your database in a long time, firstly, check that your data is still GDPR compliant, and if you have a record of when and where your subscribers signed up. Then you may want to consider a reintroduction email first before ploughing into any sales messages, just to give them a heads up. Create enticing subject lines that don't mislead your recipients. Go easy on the emails if you start seeing lots of new spam reports or unsubscribes. It could just be that you're emailing your audience too much. Ask your recipients to add you to their safe senders list, or create a rule in their inbox to never junk your emails. When testing your emails, try sending to a different email account like a generic Gmail, Hotmail, Yahoo account rather than your business email. Here's a couple of tools you can use to scan your emails before you send them and alert you to any potential issues with deliverability, such as IP blacklisting. The first is Litmus. It's a paid-for service, around $99 per month at the time of writing for a basic package. There's also a free service with less features called Is Not Spam, so check those out. Hope you found this video useful. Be sure to check out the links in the description below. Visit our blog for more content, sign up to our list and get that content delivered direct to your inbox. Don't forget to check out the Skittish Academy for more training on how to use digital marketing to generate leads for your business. Until next time, keep marketing.